Hello everybody! Welcome back to the Generation Jumble! And we have two matches right now. We have one for Losers Bracket, and we have one for just the round 3. Because even though I haven't had my match with Gobby yet, I decided that we might as well continue round 3. Just so that, we can kill time a little bit faster. And round 3 is going to be incredibly short. Cyber DJ versus Wizard Jesus, Riscado versus Greg Gusto, Disaster versus Minery, which is what we'll be seeing in a little bit. And in Losers Bracket, right now we have Creeper versus Gemstone. This should be fun. Gemstone's been getting a lot better, and obviously Creeper did pretty well in the first January Jumble tournament. So this should be a fun Losers Bracket game. Let's just get into it. Starting off with the Weed Galbancho versus the Weed Gengar. Galbancho is put to sleep, but honestly not a bad trade per se. A critical psychic is annoying. Same with the special drop, but even that isn't really the worst thing in the world. Tauros getting paralyzed is huge. Switching to Dragonite, you go for Body Slam, that's gonna get a crit, and the Paralysis, that's gonna kill any chance Dragonite had at doing anything. That's unfortunate. You go back into Galvantula? That's the... I don't get that at all. I'm not exactly sure what your plan was there. You go into Zam, but I think now Hyper Beam might just kill. Okay, it doesn't matter. They're gonna switch to Starmie. Starmie, let's hope you get a special drop. You don't. You go into Jinx though. Okay, that's actually really good. You miss Lovely Kiss, but Body Slam hits really hard. But so does Psychic. Tauros is way paralyzed. You go for Rest. Okay, but please don't stay in though. Oh, that is perfect. That is perfect. A critical Body Slam does damage, but it's honestly whatever. Going for Poison Jab, you get the poison out of the Starmie, which is kind of annoying. But also, it's actually relevant, because, oh, what the heck, that is a lot of things in chat. What happened here? Oh, wait, looks like there's a bit of confusion. Yeah, Poison Jab is allowed on right on. It wasn't illegal. Okay, bit of a confusion, but not a big deal. You go for Substitute on right on. That's actually really good. Let's see if Earthquake will be enough to kill. It is! Let's go, baby. They have Sneasler. They go back into Tauros. You go into Alakazam. Zam kills the Tauros. Okay, this is anyone's game. You have your own Zam. You go into Jinx. Jinx can block the Thunder Wave easily. They go back into Sneasler, but you wake up. They go for Hyper Beam. Does not get the KO. Going for Lovely Kiss. That's still pretty impactful. You can go for Psychic or go for Rest again. That's actually pretty good too. Going into Tauros. Risky because they were probably going to go for Fire Blast. But it's definitely good you did switch out since that would have been a crit. But now you need to rely on Zam to take out everything else. That's not really the best thing in the world. But that Zam's paralyzed. Please switch to Jinx. Or sacking off Rhydon can also work, actually. Unfortunately, Rhydon gets taken out. But now you have Zam. Zam's going to do a lot of damage. Psychic is definitely going to kill. Crit was not needed there. They go into Gengar. This Gengar's probably going to... Actually, it doesn't matter. It's just dead. Switching to Jinx. Okay, good. Okay, Gemstone's playing this really well. They go into Naganadel, which is scary. Poison Jab gets a crit. That is so unfortunate, because you would have just woken up right then and there. Luckily, Poison Jab isn't anywhere near as scary as Hyper Beam for Zam. But now, these Zams are going to paralyze each other, so this Naganadel is looking way more threatening. And honestly, it's probably going to weaken the Zam enough to where the Naganadel can revenge kill no matter what. And that is just so unfortunate. Both are playing pretty good, in all honesty. And going for Seismic Toss, probably better. But the amount of damage you're taking is really bad, though. But if you don't get too many special drops, it's... yeah, never mind, this is probably unwinnable. You gotta pray to God that... Oh no, even if, like, they get Invoke Paralysis, need to be at full HP too in order to stand a chance. This is just... Oh my god, this is not looking good at all. But you might as well just keep going for seismic tosses at this point, in all honesty. Because that's better than, like, wasting your psychics. But you're taking... Oh god, you might just die here. Yeah, there we go. Creeper won game 1. That's unfortunate. But still, that was a really good game where Gemstone played incredibly well. And now we're just going for Elite Tauros. I can respect it. Using Golem to soak up the Thunder Wave. Now going into Gengar. Don't get frozen. The chance he gets put to sleep. Okay, now you can switch into Lapras. They go into Armaldo. That's perfect, assuming you have Surf. Well, you have Confuse Ray, so that works too. Might as well go for Body Slam just to get some chip damage on Chansey. You should probably switch out. They didn't. Chansey wakes up, which is annoying. They go into Iron Hands. You go for Body Slam. You do get the Paralysis. Switching into Zam. Low Kick does about nothing. They go back into Chansey. You can Paralyze it. Not just go to sleep, but you'll take it. Taking the Ice Beam easily. Going for Confuse Ray too. This Chansey is having a really bad time now, but still manages to go for that Soft Boiled. You can go for Body Slams, but Confusion ends almost immediately. And Lapras getting paralyzed is very annoying. It does wish it was faster than something, such as Chansey. Or Armaldo. But still, speaking of Armaldo, oh no. Oh, that was not good at all. But that's just unfortunate. I don't even know what else to say. Oof. Well, there goes Lapras. This went from a 1 to a 10 really quickly. Oh god, the Gengar's also paralyzed now, so it's also basically dead. You go for Confuse Ray, which I have a feeling is not going to save you. You go for Hypnosis, so that helps at least. They go back into Zam. You go for Psychic. You do get the special drop at least, so that's good. Going back into Tauros. Psychic doesn't do anywhere near as much. Going to Starmie. They went for Reflect. Go back into Chansey. Chansey blocks the Paralysis. Gengar comes in. And this is... Honestly, it's really hard for Gemstone to break Creeper's team right now. I can't see any real openings he can get, even with Confusion luck. Gengar being fully paralyzed, that's good. Switching to Starmie. You have... Or it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess they're just going to switch into Chansey no matter what. Going back into Gengar. You can use Confusion, but as you can see, Confusion doesn't really do that much to the Chansey. You're not really getting too many free turns in without a crit. Maybe you can kill it here. Okay, you do, so that's some progress being made. Maybe Explode? It might be worth exploding here if you have it. Which I know is super risky because of how much... I guess we won't know what he was going to do. That was just really bad paralysis luck. Oh, there goes Amnesia Self-Destruct Snorlax. Holy crap. That is a set, but I like it. Psychic does not kill the Zam, but Critical Body Slam most certainly does. The Gonadel can revenge kill this Tauros. And you have a few Pokemon that can soak up the... you can have like Armaldo and Iron Hands, which you can potentially use to deal with the Zam I was trying to say. Or you can just get a crit. That works too. Alright, so GG to Creeper. Really unfortunate that Gem is knocked out. I honestly, think they improved a lot in the games that they had. This is exactly why we're having a second tournament. Everyone's going to get second chance, and hopefully everyone does a lot better. And Gemstone definitely did really good there. Now we have Zastro versus Minori. Both of these two have been doing pretty good. Technically, Zastro only won one match, but she did manage to win against someone who survived round 1, so technically, she's doing skillful things. And Minori is using Para, Flinch, Confusion strats. Anyway, let's get into this. Now, starting off with Weed Jinx versus Weed Starmie. This is definitely a great lead for Zas. Starmie's already put to sleep. That's really bad. You have Lapras, and you go into the Gonadale. Not what we want to see against the Lapras. Blizzard's going to do a lot of damage. You do manage to survive, however. You go for another Thunderbolt. Would not have gotten the crit, but you do get the Paralysis. Going into Iron Hands, who is just so much more threatening against this Chansey. Iron Hands goes for Sword Stance, but gets put to sleep, unfortunately. Honestly, you probably... Or even if you did protect that, what are you going to? Yeah, that was awkward. You probably still go into the Gonadel, though, because of how low his HP is. Might as well use it as the main Pokemon to, you know, like, keep asleep, because of Sleep Claws. It's a very viable tool to have. Earthquake does good damage. Gengar goes for Confuse Ray, but something tells me it's not going to work out for it. Okay, maybe it would have worked out there. And there. But Body Slam does... Okay, it does decent damage. But Tauros breaks out of the confusion already. Body Slam hits pretty hard. But a Hyper Beam might hit harder. But you don't get it, unfortunately. Doesn't matter. You can still Revenge Kill this. Maybe? I think Psychic... Oh, God. Barely doesn't do enough. But at the very least, you did not get the Paralysis. That would have been really damning. Going into Jinx. Jinx does not care about what this Chansey has to do. You can go for special drops as much as you want. And Chansey can't really hurt you. It can go for a special drop, sure, but Jinx has rest. Chansey has like Soft Boil too, technically, but I don't think it's a big deal if you're for disaster with Jinx right now. You just need a one special drop, and then it can really give you more options of what you can do. I don't know if this Paralysis is good or bad, because on one hand, it's definitely giving you more chances for, what's it called? Oh yeah, PowerPoint saving? But it's still anyone's game so far. And something that I've noticed is that, since the tournament happened, I'm seeing way less Chansey versus Psychic stall things. Because I saw that a lot for like the replays getting into this. Well, Starmie's now confused, but I don't think it's going to be too big a deal. Psychic hits. You don't get the special drop. You switch into Jinx. Jinx is going to have a free opportunity to go for Rest. Or you can go for Psychic still. That's not a bad strategy either. How many Psychics are they at? 9 and... Oh, 6. Okay, that's unfortunate. But you can heal. Why don't you use Rest? Why didn't you use Rest? I don't get that at all. Well, they switch into Starmie, which is not good. Thunderbolt does some good damage. You hit Fire Blast, you get the burn. No, you don't. Still did good damage anyways. Zam, I think, can Revenge Kill. Starmie might be able to as well. I'm so not over not using Rest on Jinx. What was the point of that? You go into Zam, you better heal. But even then, this is not looking too good. You switch back into Iron Hands, they heal. With the... Oh, okay, that's good for you. You go for Psychic, you're gonna do... nothing too big. But you do get a Paralyze. Which, I don't think the Zam getting Paralyzed isn't actually that bad here. Because with it Paralyze, you can actually not worry about Ice Beam with, you know, freezing anymore. You go into Zam. Thunderbolt does decent damage, but nothing too big. There comes the Confuse Ray again. You hit yourself with Confusion again. You go for Thunderbolt. Oh. Am I really gonna have to ban... Am I really gonna have to ban Confuse Ray for the second tournament? Is it really that big a problem? Because Minori is winning a lot of games with it. And this Starmie's probably going to get paralyzed, and that's going to be the... Oh god. I'm pretty sure Minori's going to win this. Because even though the Tauros is very low HP, it's not paralyzed, so you can definitely outspeed it. Well, there's a crit on the Starmie, and a special drop. That's good. You're forced to switch in the Lapras. You got a crit as well. Okay, maybe this is still winnable. There's Confuse Ray not going for Thunderbolt. Probably would have been better. But now you can KO the Lapras, but the Tauros is very healthy. Same with Gengar and Thunderbolt. Yeah, there we go. That is... Have I been too hard on Minori with confusion strats? Is it actually kind of good? Because it's been working out for them a lot. Because Astri's one of the good players, too. Okay, having lead Executor versus lead Starmie, significantly better than with Jinx, but still one that can still be pretty good, as even a Blizzard is not going to kill you. Going for Psychic, you don't get the special drop yet. Very unfortunate. You go for another Psychic, so not getting it. You go for Explosion, that's good. Starmie's taken out, a pretty fair trade, I would say. You have Gengar and you have Zam. Gengar is not sticking into that. They go into Chansey, you have Iron Hands. Going back into Gengar, going for the Earthquake, calling it. There we go, you gotta love to see it. Iron Hands gets put to sleep. You go into Zam. They miss Hypnosis, you go for Psychic. And Chansey gets hit with a special drop. You go back into Iron Hands. Iron Hands gets paralyzed, you do not care. Go back into Lapras. And this Lapras is going to go for Confuse Ray. But let's see if it works out for them or not. Almost every single time, it seems like the confusion hits. And going for Sword Stance is hella risky when you're confused. And it does not work out for you. I don't know what the gamble was there. You have Jolteon at least. They don't have Rhydon, it seems. Don't let this Jolteon get paralyzed. Oh god, it's... Okay, that Jolteon might have been one of your... It might have been one of your better win conditions, so... Yep, substitute, I guess, but... This is not looking good. Not at all. Going to Zam. Not going to be surprised if this Zam gets paralyzed. Or maybe just gets killed altogether. Body Slam gets a crit. The Zam is dead. I am not seeing Zastri winning this whatsoever. Headbutt is going to do some damage. They go into Chansey. I'm just going to put this on fast. Because I think I already see the writing on the wall. So, we have Headbutt. Or, no, that was Body Slam. Oh, they... Okay. I believe Zastri still gonna have a chance. Because even if they lose this, I think they just go to loser's bracket. It will be so funny if Minori, of all people, ends up having a chance of being in the Generation Jumble Council using confusion strats. We'll have to see what happens. There goes Earthquake. That gets a crit. That definitely did a lot of damage. Going at Tauros. I'm like half expecting a freeze at this point. Okay, that's good. You can go for Hyper Beam. That can get a kill. But you predicted them... I feel like Body Slam's going really slow. Weird. Either way, though, they go into Lapras. Lapras has the bulk and the power to take on this Tauros 1v1. There's not a lot you can do, really. Especially now that they have their own enemy Tauros. You are just screwed. Yeah, there we go. That's unfortunate. You have Starmie, which outspeeds, luckily, but Chansey just walls this super badly. You can go into Jolteon here. Oh, that was not a... Oh god, no. Okay, the Starmie's paralyzed too. There goes your other win con. Lapras can confuse, but doesn't even need to. Just Thunderbolt is enough. You go into Jolteon. They go for Blizzard, which is enough to kill. You just have a paralyzed Starmie versus a Lapras and a not paralyzed Tauros. There is only one way this can end, and that's with Zastri getting taken out. Okay. Lapras is probably going to be the one to take it out. Yeah, there we go. And there we go. Minori wins game 2 as well. GG. Okay, so I believe they are up here. Yeah, Minori wins 2-0. There we go. So Minori has now made it into first one in the round 4, I think. So that's fun. They just have to face... They'll be facing either Sotina or Miragabi. It depends. And let's see where Zastri is. Oh, here she is. She'll be facing people in this bracket who still need to fight. Well, that was miserable. I don't even have anything else to say. But if Minori, if you do manage to make it to the top, I will give you an apology. Because right now you're kinda... Or actually, no, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. It's actually misplayed. But still, it takes a lot more than that just to make confusion strats. Maybe there is some merit to it after all. And if there is, I'll be sure to own up to me being wrong. But hopefully later today, I'll actually get to show the battle with me and Gabi. I'm really looking forward to that. Because I have not actually had a chance to play in my own tournament yet. And I'm waiting for that. So hopefully we'll get to see that today. But until next time, this is Groundback, and I look forward to hearing from you.